Thanks for joining me. I'm Crafty Patty and today we're going to make a diaper cake. And I'm going to be using Huggies Little Snugglers. It's a pack of 32 newborns. And when I opened up the newborn diapers, there was a cute little Winnie the Pooh on the diaper. So that set my theme on making a Winnie the Pooh diaper cake. So items that you will be needing are a paper towel roll, some tape, scissors, elastic bands. I also made a cake board, and that's what I'm going to be placing my toilet paper roll on. Okay, the first thing I did to prepare for my diaper cake was I made a cake base. And this, if you want to know how I made this, you can go on my YouTube channel, Crafty Patty, and just look up round cake boards and it'll show you how I made this. And also, what I wanted to do is find the center of the cake round. So if you get it slightly off, your diaper cake is going to fall off one edge, so you don't want that happening. So what I did was I found the center of the circle, and then I actually made the mark, and now I've got my center. Again, if you want to know how I did this, check out how to find the middle of the circle on my YouTube channel, Crafty Patty. All right then, so now that I've got my middle, I'm going to take my roll, and I'm just making sure it's sitting in the center. And I'm going to tape that in place, one more piece around the base. Next is to start folding your diapers. And because I wanted to accent the little Winnie the Poohs and have them showing on the outside, what I did was I rolled the diaper from the raw edge in like so. And then you have the little Winnie the Pooh showing on the outside. And just put a little elastic on those. And we'll just place, with Winnie the Pooh on the outside, place them around using one of your bigger elastics just to hold it in place while you put the other ones in. Then take some curling ribbon, or any ribbon, string, it doesn't really matter. And just to secure those in place. And once you've got that on, you can then take off your elastic band and then slip off the elastic bands that you did to roll up your diapers. All right, you've now got your first layer done. And now we want to build the second layer. So you can put your elastic back on. And go around with your second layer. And again, just go around with your ribbon to secure the diapers in place. Again, slip your bigger elastic off, and now take all your little elastics off again. Okay, I've got my second layer in place. All my little Winnie Poohs are sitting onto the outside, and now I'm going to use my blue ribbon or green blue ribbon and attach that just over top to cover the white ribbon. And I can see that that's about the length I need, so I'm just going to cut that off there. And now what I need to do is just put a little bit of hot glue on this one end. And hold that in place, press it onto the cardboard. I don't want the glue going on the diaper. That should be good. Just to make it a bit prettier, I've also got this ribbon. I thought that would make a pretty accent. Like that. You can see the accent on the blue with a little bit of silver, which picks up the silver on my tray. So again, I will measure that around, see how much I need, and cut it just enough to glue the end. And now a bit more glue on the end of the inner ribbon. And again, coming around. And I'll probably try to match it up right on the other part where I glued the other two together, which is right here. So now we're going to place our next layer on top. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 for the next layer. And I'll use my elastic here just to keep them in place. Again, using some curling ribbon, hold that in place, off the excess. Remove your larger elastic band. And then remove your small elastic bands again. Again, I'm going to use my pretty ribbon here and gluing in place. And I will repeat with the smaller ribbon again. So far, so good. What do you think? So for the top part, I'm going to take a diaper. I'm just going to fold in the edge here just to make it a little bit tidier. And I'm just going to wrap that around. And now using an elastic, just top that over just to hold it in place. And again, secure with your curling ribbon. Excess strands and remove your elastic band. I'm going to just put one more layer up here. This diaper here, I'm going to be just pushing the excess back into the center, and you'll see that when we get our topper on there, it's all going to get hidden anyways. Okay, so I've got a nice muslin security blanket or receiving blanket, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to go around the cake here to make it look kind of like ruffled icing. I think that might work. So I'm just going to open this up. And I'll probably just maybe fold it in thirds. And then I'm just going to roll it up. A slightly bit of a tight roll. And I'll secure that with some ribbon again, just so I hold the roll in place. I'll come down to this end and I'm going to roll this tight. So I've got that end done. Come into the middle, roll that up tight again, here and there, just to keep the roll nice and tight. Okay, now once you've got them tied together like this, what you want to do is just wrap it around your cake. And yes, it will overlap, which is fine. And then once you know the dimension of that, or how big that to make it run the circle, just slip that off. So you know it's going to be right there. There's your mark. And then I'll just tie that together one more time. Now we can go around with our prettier ribbon. So you can just come on the one end here and make your one knot here, you know, fairly tight so you can keep that tucked in. I'm going to put my knot to the inside. And then I'm going to just sort of twist that so it's just sort of sitting on the bottom, and then the ends are kind of tucked down the bottom there and you can't see it as much. All right, so now we're going to just keep going around. Like so. And I'm wrapping it fairly tight, so I want to give it the illusion that it's got a little bit of a bubble, so it looks sort of like icing. And again, just tuck that part to the bottom or to the inside where you won't see like the edge of the blanket. And continue on around. All right, so once you've got your ribbon wrapped around at the end, find your original end and just tie that together. Knot that together. And cut off the excess. All right, so now you can go back and just carefully go in and snip your curling ribbon that you used to keep it tight, and just take those off. And then just pop that back over. And it looks like you've got a little bit of an icing ring on the bottom. I think that's kind of cute. And then you can just adjust your other ribbons if you need to. All right, so the next thing I did was I put my little topper on. So this little guy, he's got two edges here, so I'm going to just take the front, actually the corner. I'm going to take the front corner and the back corner, and I'm going to push that down into the center of the tube. Keep this little guy to the front where it looks nice in the front here. And how's that? I think he's kind of cute. And now what I've got is some little accessories that I found at the store as well. And I popped those here and there. So we've got little Winnie the Poohs, and we've got Tigger. So you can just pop those here and there. We've got Eeyore. I think we've even got the wise owl here. I'm going to put that one right in the middle. That'll help hide some of the little diaper there. There we go. And just go around and put the little characters here and there. So here is my completed Winnie the Pooh diaper cake. And you'll see that my cake board that I made fits nicely on the platter that I chose. And the muslin blanket worked really well. And we've accessorized with all these cute little cutouts. And there's the little topper. Everything's usable. And I just couldn't resist when I went to the store. I found this at Walmart. And it's the cutest little train. And I just thought that would look so sweet when it's on the table at a shower. So how can you not love Winnie the Pooh? I sure do, and I hope they will too. Enjoy. Bye-bye.